The projection tool can be found at the bottom of the Tools drop-down menu, and here right at the bottom, Projection. And this tool allows us to project points onto edges and faces, and also edges onto faces and bodies. And we'll show some examples of use of the projection tool in the following few slides. But some of the options can be listed in the details view. So here are the two options: points on edges and face, and edge on face or body. And these are listed under here as type. And changing the type will change the entries which are available for the user to identify later on in the details view. And projection will work on both frozen as well as active bodies, so it doesn't the state of the body doesn't matter as far as use of the projection tool. So if we show some examples of the use of this tool. So here we can see projection edge onto face in this example. If we look at the screen grab on the left hand side of the screen, we have this face which forms part of a body, and then we have this edge which forms part of a separate body here. At the top we can see imprinting of imprinting of edges onto the face. So we identify the edge, we identify the face, and we're using, in this case, a direction vector of none closest direction to project that edge onto that face, which is effectively then splitting this face and creating this hard edge which resides on this face. Another option is extend edges yes, which will not only project the edge onto the target face, but it will also extend it up to the edges of the face in order to create a complete split of the face. Here's another example of edges onto face. So we have, firstly we can show you the points. This is points on edges and faces, and we have the points here that make up this surface here, and we can project those points directly across. Again, we're using none closest direction. We've chosen our 2 points which have been entered here. Once we click in this box, we can select these 2 points, and then the target face has been identified, and we can imprint and project those 2 points onto this particular face. So these 2 new points now reside on this face, and we can also select points on edge as a second type here, so we can not only push them over to the face, but then we can expand them to the edges that make up the target face. So then we can use these to split this edge up, for example, into 2 separate edges. Another operation under create body operation is the sew tool. Sew allows you to migrate from a surface body into a solid body. So essentially it will be sewing together all of the surface bodies that are necessary in order to form that solid body. But of course we need to ensure that we have all of the lower order entities have a connectivity between them in order for them to be sewn together. So here what we can do is we can opt for this option here, create solids yes, and not only will that sew together all of the surface bodies, but it will create a solid body from the surface bodies, and once the solid body has been successfully created, the surface bodies will be deleted, so we're purely left with a solid body.